13 months at one point in time, correct?
Yes, the Romans changed it. Yeah, once they converted to
Okay, so
Christianity, they made it 12.
okay,
We still
so
have
if there
months
was
that are named
13,
after Roman gods. Yeah, yeah.
no, no, I'm going somewhere with this. So if there
Okay,
was 13
okay.
months in a
Can I
year,
just,
how do you know
wait,
you
wait,
was 43?
I've got
Oh,
birth.
bro, that's 4D chess. That's 4D chess, bro.
No,
Just,
because he said I know I'm 43, and I'm asking him if he understand that the calendar was changed from
yeah,
13 to 12. How do you know that you're 43?
before it was changed before I was born, so it went down to 12. Do you know how old you are?
No, I don't.
This
No,
is
same here.
I was told.
Not really.
I was told. I'm over 45.
come on, they've got to be taking the best. They're not, they can't be
Yeah,
doing, they don't know how
hey,
old.
yeah. Hey, real quick, y'all. Make sure y'all linked up to Petty Vision, or not Petty Vision. It's Nine Eyes View. We gonna take the show on the road in a minute. I'm gonna close down the word and go over there. But
Where you going?
definitely make sure y'all link. I got another Commander. Can you drop that link in the chat? And I'm gonna actually put the link for the stream over on Petty
Bro,
Vision.
we're just getting started here, bro.
Oh no, you
No,
cool. No, the stream. You on
no,
the panel.
no. Right.
It's for
No,
the people in the chat.
I think we're done. To be fair, if you don't know how old you are, there's no point fucking talking to you. To be honest.
No, because you said
Hold
you
on,
know a
hold on
thing.
1 second. I apologize. 1 second. I got a cash app. I just seen it. Hold on 1 second, bro.
Go ahead, do what you do.
Appreciate that.
When you get 500,000 or better, boy,
Hey, shout out to ARD, aka Art, for sponsoring today's show. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Man, y'all
Bro,
make
making
sure
it
y'all
rain.
go to Petty Vision. Yeah. Gonna be
Yeah,
playing.
bro, making it rain. That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you know if you've got like how many people in chat there, bro, right now?
6, 8.
6.
Oh,
8. If every person was to donate the cost of buying a coffee, you'd make like $40 right there. Is this value for money? Is this conversation entertainment and informative? For the price of a coffee, my man here could go home with $40, bro.
Since you joined, it's entertaining. It's not been informative whatsoever since you joined. To be honest.
Man, whatever.
Yeah, keep talking, bro. Keep talking.
Hey, you can't speak minimum on translator.
Yeah.
I love coffee, by the way. I fucking love coffee.
I'm gonna put the link to the StreamYard on 9i View. So if you're looking for the link, you got to go to the other channel. And then I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna pin a link to this channel on this channel. I know that's a lot, but
that was a lot.
So the word I came up a little bit before because you were asking me about emotional intelligence. Am I rude if I ask to change topics, or do you want to stick with the one that makes Lionheart so butthurt? Emotional intelligence, is it?
Oh no, it's no, it's no.
So it's a
It's not satisfying as his. You would say to satisfy.
To be fair, you've not answered. You're not even come close to answering the question I asked. I don't know what topic you're on, but you're not even come close to.
Okay.
The topic of the content, the actual content, and the importance of emotional intelligence is the actual topic. It's not an open panel. I was just engaging with you, but it's that actual topic of the content.
And I was only talking to Australian guy. No, you were fine. I enjoyed the chat with you. It's just since these two, I don't know what's going on. They don't know how old they are.
It's actually true. Like the point Gary was making was that the way we measure time is kind of arbitrary, right? We kind of make it up. We take something that's not really accurate, and we apply. That's why we have to add a day every 4 years onto the calendar, because we don't go around the sun in 365 days. We go around the sun in 365 and a quarter days.
Yeah, but
and we have to catch up later.
But once we make the rules, then we can work out how old we are.
Well, we could make different rules and work out some other way, right?
But we didn't. We made the
I
rules.
know.
We got, and
Oh, we
then
change them all the time, bro. We change them all the time. Like the
Yeah.
calendar went from 13 months to fucking. We used to have a lunar calendar, right? So
And when we change them,
Right.
then I might be a different age. But
yeah,
we use
and we believe it's 2025. There are a certain group of people, and I know it's TOS. It's so weird to say their name. The small hat people. It's the year 5,642 or something in their calendar.
Oh, I'm sorry, the word. I'm really sorry. I asked what are the reasons for God's attributes, and now we're arguing over how do we know how old we are.
No, because
Well,
you having a problem. The problem is you need an answer, right? Because you don't have it. There's things that can't be explained. Do you believe that there's things that can't be explained?
No, if you don't have an answer, just say you don't have an answer. But I'm
no,
asking
bro.
for-
Listen. No,
Just say
listen. It's like if you asked the panel, why does 2 + 2 = 5? It's a stupid question.
Ozzy, you talk too much. Let me finish a fucking sentence.
I don't talk enough, bro. You got me wrong.
But thanks a
Go
word.
ahead, Wildheart.
Yeah, no, thanks a word. It's been fun. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Go. Do it.
No. I mean, my only thing for you, right? Before we go to the emotional intelligence, there are things in life that can't be answered. He wants the thing to be answered, so he got upset and left. Right?
Mhm.
Everything is not going to be explainable. Everything is not going to have an answer to it. But he wants an
100.
answer to it, so it could verify why his logic or his reasoning is what it is. Even if you give him an answer, he's not going to accept it because it's not his.
Yeah, correct. So he's
Because
his
he wants
position.
to be right. I know he wants to be right, but instead of it being right, like we can all sit here and agree, like, okay, we don't have a definitive answer. He's still going to want a definitive answer. You see what I mean?
Correct.
You can't.
That's a strategy because he's made his mind up that God doesn't exist, and so his stance is if you can't prove God exists, then everything else you say is a load of horseshit, and that's no way to
Correct.
talk. That's no way to have a conversation.
Correct.
Just
Now
got to ask.
he's upset.
Yeah, just got to ask. What's that link you put in the chat? You put a link to something.
The one that's pinned in the chat is to the other channel. I mean, if we go talk about emotional intelligence, I'm gonna stay on this channel.
I'll
you
speak
stay
about
on a
emotional
panel,
intelligence right now. Yep.
If you stay on a panel, it won't affect you at all. But like if you get off, you have to go to the other channel to come back up. So I got two channels. Like this is more of my I guess my business channel. The other channel is where we like really have fun. It ain't monetized, so I can do whatever the hell I want over there. So that's beautiful. The fun. Yeah, that's the fun. I'm gonna start going live. I would like to get that monetized and have fun and get demonetized and remonetized and that stuff over there. Mm-hmm. But this is more of like a branding business channel. So I got to shift certain conversations over to that channel.
Gotcha. So if it's okay with you, Word, we'll talk about emotional intelligence. What do you reckon? Do you want to go with that one?
Seconds to respond to the other guy. He said that I don't believe in God. I'll never believe in God, and if I don't believe in God, I call it. I never said horse shit for one, and I'm not saying I have an answer. I'm asking the question.
Well, do you believe in God?
I accept the answer because it doesn't line up with Wildheart's answer. I don't have an answer. I'm asking the question.
We haven't got one either, bro. So we're in the same place.
But
that's fine.
Right. That's what I'm.
You don't have an answer.
That's what I said.
That's fine.
I said that there is no answer because there are certain things in life that doesn't have an answer to it. You want a definitive answer to something that doesn't have an answer to it. You want scientific proof that God exists or why he has the attributes that he has. We cannot give you that. We are not of that level of God to have that answer for you.
That's fine, but do you agree that there must be a reason why God has the attributes he does? Because if there's not, then
yes, we all agree. But here's the difference, Wildheart. Here's the difference. We
And you
all
have to,
agree on it, but you must have an answer for it.
I
That's the
don't.
difference.
I don't have an answer. I don't think there can be an answer. That's the point. If there is no reason why God has the attributes he does, then his attributes are arbitrary. That is my argument, and you agree with it.
We all agree with it, but we're not the one that's asking the question to show why he has an attribute. That's your
You,
question. We
you can ask the
we
question
all
without
we
an answer. I don't have
go
an
ahead.
answer. You say I have an answer and I don't. I'm asking the question. I don't have an
Okay,
answer. And you don't have an
okay.
answer.
Okay. So we have an answer. So we don't have an answer. So we all have an understanding. We don't know why God has the attributes. Now the question would be for you: do you believe his attributes are what they are?
I don't believe it exists.
And so do we all. We all believe that they exist. So we all in
No,
agreement then, correct?
I don't. No, I
But,
don't
but,
believe it exists.
let me
Sorry.
say this
Oh,
real
you
quick.
don't believe it?
Let
Okay.
me say this real quick. This is the problem. Like people who don't have a belief, understanding of God will always try to limit our restrictions to understand God. And that be the problem. That's why we say almighty, all powerful, like beyond our concept. Like the people who indulge in God or the divine creator, we understand is outside our conception, but people who don't try to confine God into our limitations. You know, that's why we have anthropomorphism. That's how when people describe God, they only can describe him from what they understand.
Yes, bro.
But
That's like
I'm,
it's a bit
I'm,
like Can you
if
imagine a
can I answer the
Hang on, bro.
question?
No, hang on, bro. Can you
Again,
imagine? Can you
did
imagine an ant?
you do
Can you
it
imagine?
before?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, bro. I'm gonna keep talking.
What?
Just shut up. Just
Talking.
shut up
Hold
for a
on, hold on,
second.
hold on,
The
hold
word
on.
was talking to me. You're jumping in after he's asked me a question. It's
Well,
unfair.
I made a statement. That was a statement.
Yeah,
But
I'm pretty sure it was. It wasn't a question to you, bro. So just be quiet for a second.
Oh, for
Okay.
fuck's sake.
Imagine an ant trying to understand a human. That's where we're at.
yeah,
That's where we're at. If I could understand God, I would be a god, and God help you all if I'm a god. I don't want to be a god. Damn. I just want to be a humble human being living a good life, but I
But
have to
you,
have something above me that I look toward,
no,
because
you don't.
otherwise I'm going to be a lost motherfucker, bro.
Right. Well, if that's the case, then that's the case. My point is, I've made a logical argument why God cannot have a reason for his attributes, and you haven't refuted that.
Sure?
All you
Are
said is
you
you
sure
don't
you've
know.
made a logical argument?
Yes, because there's
Okay.
always a.
So you won. So you won then.
Why is everyone arguing with me then? Just agree.
no one's arguing. No, we just saying God
I
ain't
I
logical.
said
Not
you
even the
won.
Bible is God logical.
Oh, the
There's
word.
no
That's another
logic
point.
for an answer.
That become correct. That becomes the Luciferian worship of reason, right? That's where you end up. Yes, that's been written about by some really smart people, right?
You are stupid. You are really stupid. I don't believe in God. How can it be a Luciferian argument? It says that I don't believe in God.
I asked you 5 seconds ago if you're an atheist, and you said no, and now you're saying I don't believe in God, bro. Get your head straight.
I've never said I'm not an atheist. I've always been an atheist.
You said before you weren't a fucking atheist. What the hell are you talking about, bro?
I didn't.
And that's where the conversation should end, because there's
I'm not
no
even
way in the
talking
world that
about. Look,
there's no
Hey,
way
real
that
quick.
it's not going to get, it's no point going to get across, because you're going to stand on what you stand on, and everybody else is going to stand on what they stand on. You're not even going to agree to disagree, so the conversation should end.
no, but you just said that you all agree with me.
That was to
So
make you shut up.
You said no one's
No,
arguing
no,
with me.
no,
Yeah, that was just to
no,
make
no,
you shut
no,
up, bro.
no.
Well, what can
I'm
I do to
saying
make this?
this is why
Yeah.
this is why I agree with you, right? I agree with you because there is no answer to the question. But that does not mean we don't think that there's a creator that created us. You said there's like, you don't believe in nothing. You don't
Sorry, the
believe
word.
in, you don't
Yes,
believe that a spiritual
okay,
being created.
I'm going to go wait for 5 minutes. The word I love you. I will
Go
be
ahead, go
gone.
ahead. No, 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 no. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, one second.
Go
Let
ahead.
me. We got somebody on the panel. Baba, can you
Okay.
speak or show
Yeah,
yourself in the back? I
yeah.
think you've
I
been up
actually
here
was on.
before,
I was on your show with you and Commander
right?
last
Okay,
week.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. I gotta hear people sometimes because sometimes people will use your man Texo. What up, dude? That's my boy. Hey man, them beats is fire, bro. Them beats is fire. But let me put this back up like this. All right, y'all can go ahead again and rock out.
Now go ahead, Wild Heart. Finish what you were saying.
I think he's gone.
Did he drop down again? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um.
He's
Now
still.
Oh,
he's
oh,
dropped.
he's
No,
gone.
sorry. I
Oh,
was
there you
just
go.
saying.
He right there. He ain't dropped down. He right there. Go ahead, Wild Heart. I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just saying. I've got an pipe to the shops for 5 minutes, so I'll be right back. But keep me if you need space or anything. And thanks a lot.
Okay.
Cheers.
No,
Yeah, we'll see you
I'm
soon,
just
man.
saying. For me, there's things in life that doesn't have an answer to it. This is one of them. So I can't give you an answer to it that does not affect that that we I understand that there's a creator with all of this attributes that you want to claim. I know that he is up there with those attributes. I can't give you an answer why he has it. I just know that he has it. That's the
Right.
best way I can give you an answer.
Yeah, if I can
Yeah, you know,
respond to
Gary.
that. I'm
Gary, I
not.
think, I think I,
Again, you asked me a question. Shut your fucking
he didn't
mouth.
ask you a fucking question. You made a statement again. Why do you think everyone's talking to you, bro? This is a panel. This is a panel. Be quiet for a second. I'm going to respond to Gary. I
He
would,
said, right,
fuck me,
I'll be back.
Gary.
Aussie.
Yeah,
Go
yeah. We'll
ahead.
talk to you soon, bro.
I
Yeah, talk to you soon. So, Gary, um, if Wildheart really wanted to mess with Christians or religious people, he could ask this question, right? Why would an all powerful God make a universe where suffering exists? That's the hard question. If he can do anything, if he can create any world, why create a world where children get cancer, where people die in house fires, where we have military atrocities? That's a really hard question,
Yeah,
even for me to answer.
nothing to do with my question, but you go ahead. Just say
Oh,
something.
shut up, bro. I'm talking to Gary.
Carry on. Not my question, but you carry on.
Yeah, thank you. Mate, I'm trying to help you out. If you really want to mess with Christians, ask them why God created suffering.
Can I
oh
answer
my
that?
oh,
Oh
go
no, go
ahead
ahead, Gary.
because
Gary can answer.
no
No,
no
Gary
no
can
you
answer
answer
that.
it because I ain't answering it. Go ahead. I'll let you answer it.
I answer it from a Christian understanding. So we appreciate His grace. How we don't know what His grace is if we don't know what it is? How will we know what to be in God's grace is if we didn't have example to be outside of God's grace? You wouldn't know good without having bad. I wouldn't even say no. We won't appreciate it if we didn't know what the other side looked like. So that's just duality.
I think
We are the only people we are the only creation that can have duality. We are the only creation that can have a good moment and a bad moment. That's why we are we are more important than angels,
that's a really good
right?
point.
That's
So do you think that
go ahead.
and I'm being genuine. I'm going to go with a really brutal sort of example. Do you think a gazelle having its heart ripped out by a lion while it's alive is having a bad time, or is it aware of it?
Yes,
Is it?
it's still it suffers pain. Everything suffers. Humans
Hmm.
suffer. The only
Hmm.
difference is we can fix our own suffering.
I
That's
think the
why
main
we
difference
are
is.
almost that's why we are almost like that's why some people think they are God as an individual. You understand? Because we can
Hmm.
do certain
Hmm.
things that other people can't do. For example, if you ever notice, we're not in tune with nature. Man is not in tune with nature anymore. We have been so tainted that we're no longer in tune with nature. That's why
I'm okay
when a
with that.
storm comes, you no, I know, but that's why when a
I'm okay
storm
with that
comes, you
because
always think,
nature's got nature has like 15,000 ways to kill me. So I'm okay with not being in tune with nature, right?
No, no, no. I'm just saying that's why we're closer to God than any entity on earth,
I agree. I had
right?
back in my 20s, I had a friend. I was working in a factory, and I had a friend who was he was a Muslim, but also kind of a Sufi. He was kind of like a
Hmm.
some kind of and
Yeah.
he had told me a story that the angels were complaining to God, and they said, "Why do you worship these humans so much? They sin, they fuck up, they make mistakes. We're good, like we're good all the time, and these humans are out there doing all their sex and all their crime and all their stuff. Why do you honor humans so much?" And God said, "Would you like to be a human and try it out?" And these two angels, they said, "Yeah, go on, make me a human." Within 24 hours, the angel said, "Let me out of here. This is this is terrible." Right? And God
Because they
said, "That's
wasn't
why."
right,
Okay?
because they can't understand this, but that would be answering the entire question. We don't have the answer until you become that person. That's why when you guys say if we had the answer of why God has what he has, we would be gods. And then we wouldn't even want that pressure of being God. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
bro.
of us
Yeah, I
think
do.
we can
I do.
handle that situation. Some people think they handle the situation, but you know you can't handle it because you, for example, a lot of us create children and they ain't even a part of the children's lives.
I was just
You
going
see
to
what I'm
say,
saying?
bro, I can barely handle being head of my family, let alone being,
That,
let alone being God. Get the fuck out of here.
but that's why I'm saying that some answers don't need to be answered. In this case, it can't be answered because we are not of that level of understanding of who or
Facts.
what the creator actually is. So for me,
Facts.
it cannot be an answer because we are not like we can understand why animal we understand why animal runs away from or when it we understand why the geese fly south. We understand when the geese why they fly north. You understand? That's a
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
aspect. All right. If it gets cold, we flying south. When it warms up, we going north. That's the tune. That's the thing that we don't have, but we are still above the animals because we have more attributes than the actual animals that are close to nature. So we can understand them. They can't understand us. That was your point that you was trying to make about the ant trying to understand a human. You see what I'm
Yeah, I think
saying?
it was I think it was Stephen Fry, the English actor and celebrity, who said humans are the only animals that think about other animals, right? Zebras aren't out there wondering what humans are doing, right? But we think about it. We think, why do zebras do that? Why do wildebeests do this? And elephants self-aware. There's no other animal thinking about humans going, what's up with the humans, hey? I
Yeah,
think the
because
main
Hey, real quick.
attribute.
they're go ahead.
Hey, real quick,
No,
everybody, if you're
no,
in the
sorry, go on.
chat,
Yeah.
if you're in the chat, hit that link pinned to the top. It's gonna take you over to the other stream. I'm about to end this one, but the stream is gonna continue in the other chat. Just go to the other chat,
All right.
Okay, bro.
or
So
unless you want to
hopefully,
talk about emotional intelligence, and then I'll chill over here. But if we
no,
Well,
go,
let's talk about
I'm gonna
emotional
end it.
intelligence. Let's
No,
do it.
I was just gonna end it right there. Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm about to ask, who is it, Aussie? That don't. What is the
Yeah, bro.
point? What is your misconception of emotional intelligence?
I think emotion. Hot take. Hot take. Okay.
Mhm.
Strap in, boys. Emotional intelligence was created by women because, oh, here we go. They needed an equivalent to actual intelligence to make
Whatever.
themselves feel better about the fact that men are better at logic and shit. So they made up another one and called it emotional intelligence to try and make us feel like we weren't just more logical. They're trying to equivocate logic and reason, which men do really well. Women are kind of emotional. And they said, well, there's emotional intelligence, which men don't get. That way they have a balance that they feel to the fact that men are better at some things, but we aren't better at emotional intelligence. And therefore, emotional intelligence is a load of horseshit.
I
There's my claim.
I
Prove
Wrong.
me wrong.
I got
Prove me
I
wrong.
got pushed. I got pushback. I would
Yeah, please do.
argue that men are more emotional intelligent than women naturally, and I'm gonna
Well,
just
men are
use
better at
this.
everything.
I'm gonna just use this as a clarification because we have a built-in excuse for women in today's society that they're emotional. So we excuse some of the things that they do. When men, a lot of times we feel an emotion and we still think we filter that emotion with logic, right? I'm not
Yeah,
saying all men, I'm saying like, but we do this. And through that filter, we decide what to do when people who lack emotional intelligence bypass that thinking filter and
yep.
just react to the emotion. So I would argue that men have more emotional intelligence.
I
Taking
Just
agree.
the
It's the same. It's the same when women always say, men don't share their emotions. Well, actually, ladies, that's a good thing. You don't say your house is on fire. Do you want your man to cry or get on it?
Yeah, but taking the gender out of it, it's pretty easy to understand that it exists because you can't manage people unless you understand emotions. You can't do it with
mm,
just logic. It doesn't work.
True, true. That I agree. But understanding emotions. Okay.
that yeah, because see that's an aspect.
I don't think
Yeah,
that.
see,
Yeah, sorry, the
uh,
word. I don't think that's what they mean by emotional intelligence. You're correct, though. That is emotional
well,
intelligence, is understanding emotions. What women mean when they say emotional intelligence is you're forthcoming with your emotions. You share, you emote, you look into my eyes and you express your feelings. That's what they mean. But you're correct. Emotional intelligence is understanding how to leverage emotions. Every salesman
and
knows this.
Well, and also
see,
the differences, also the different archetypes that people have. I mean, not everybody's the same. So if you don't really understand the differences, then you're not going to be able to do anything except put out a fire, right?
Yeah, well, look, I'll give you a really simple, crude example. Watch some what are they called chainsaw fail videos on YouTube, which is dickheads cutting down trees, have no idea what they're doing, and the tree falls on the house. There's always some bloke in the video in the background going, "Yep, there it goes. Oh, it's going the wrong way. Shit." And there's always some woman screaming her fucking lungs out. She can't help. Her screaming won't help. So she's being emotional, and he has emotions. Like in his heart, he's thinking, dude, some guy's got to pay for this. Some guy is going to lose his job. But he's just watching, going, yeah, oh shit, man, you're fucked up. But the girls are all fucking screaming their heads off. So, well, okay, the word. What is emotional intelligence? Maybe go right back to the start.
so emotional. I'm gonna break it down because it has more parts than just self. So when we talking about the self, we talking about emotional awareness, being able to regulate that emotion and express that emotion in a beneficial way, right? So that's with the self. But when we talk about emotional intelligence outside of self, we're talking about being aware of other people's emotion, they it and understanding their expression, like what out of what emotional state are they expressing or conveying their thoughts into actions. So
I don't know if I'm wrong,
emotional.
but
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it sounds like you're talking about emotional control. Men have
Well,
better emotional control.
a portion of a regulation would be control, like being able
Sure,
to
sure.
control that emotion and properly express it. That's
And
a
also
part of emotion. And
manage the emotions of people around you as well.
I don't like that's a like that's an argument I have with my sister. You know, I don't truly believe you can. Um, I believe you can influence people, but I don't really think you can manage someone else's emotion. I don't think it. You can. I'm not gonna say you can't. You can. I just don't think it's wise for you to go around trying to manage everyone's emotion. But if you have like your wife, your kids, you know,
Yeah.
even as an employer, you know, is a reason why we have the CEO, we have managers, we have supervisors. So the is a chain of command. So the employer is only go manage the people right under him, and those people under him go manage the people under them. So even like managing, I would give that, being able to manage. I don't like teaching that, because I don't want people going out trying to manage other people's emotions when you got to have some type of authority and influence to even manage someone's emotion. But that's right. To
So
control others' emotion.
for
I'm
me,
sorry, go ahead.
right off the bat, one of the things that matters most is self-awareness, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the first step to, as far as your own emotions. And the
Mm-hmm.
vast majority of people, they're really not thinking about that. They feel
Mm-mm.
something, they
Yeah, what is
think with what they have, and then they act. That's it. They're not trying to think abstractly about what's going on with them. Not at all. So,
I, I got a template to but that's the first part of emotional intelligence, is emotional awareness. Not only
right.
knowing, most people, you're aware of how you feel, right? I give people that. You are aware, but do you know why? If you
Not
don't know
well.
why, there's no
Some people,
possible.
some people aren't even aware of how they feel.
Yeah,
They don't
that's what I'm
even,
saying.
not even that. And then keep going. You're saying the next level is
So
what?
is not only being aware of how you feel, but now to do something about it, you got to know why you feel about that. You know,
Exactly.
so if you understand how you feel and why you feel, it's easier to control or regulate that emotion. And that's the
Right.
second part, emotional regulation, or you can say emotional control. Now, once you have control over that and you know why and how you feel, now you can uh, use different techniques to properly express it. Because a lot of people can't articulate their vernacular in a way where they can properly convey the way they feel without insulting someone else.
Hmm.
So, and when we talking about interacting with one another, that's the important part. That's why I say when I teach outside of self, is understanding if a person is aware, understanding if a person can, and understanding if a person is properly expressing themselves, versus trying to manage if they can do all three of those things. Just you having the information and knowledge, if they can or cannot, then you can determine how to proceed. Like if I see someone amped up and I know, okay, look, this ain't nothing go good come out their mouth, they gonna say something, I might get upset. Let's just avoid this. Or if I understand like somebody is upset, but they still able to articulate themselves in a way where we can get understanding, then I can go forward, even if I see the person upset. So it's just your awareness on how to interact with people when they're in their emotional states. Does that make sense? I don't know where I put this damn thing at. Can y'all still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, still
Yep.
here. Yeah,
All
yeah,
makes
still
sense
here.
to
We
me.
hear you.
I'm just having some really bad tech issues. My audio is like crazy. I'm going to write it out for a bit. It normally comes good in a few minutes. So,
Okay.
you're
Commander,
back. You're back. Oh, we're back. Okay, cool.
Commander, what you got to say about that?
Commander drop down.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
I thought I
lost her.
just seen her.
Yeah. She
I would
was here.
love to hear from. I think the most appropriate name in chat is Stoic. I would love to hear from Stoic on his, her, they, them's thoughts on that. Right?
The Stoic is a fellow Australian. That's your mate, bro.
Oh
Aussie
shit!
mateship. Aussie mateship.
Aussie,
Yeah,
Aussie,
that's your
Aussie.
mate, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Stoic, if you like the Art of War, read Five Rings, man. I'm telling you, Five Rings. I still listen to the audio book. Five Rings is a badass book, man.
Oh yeah.
Miyamoto,
Oh,
that's one of my favorites, bro.
yeah. The word Stoic fucked it up. He said he's from Sydney. Sorry, bro. You're dead to me.
Five Rings, yeah. With Miyamoto. What is it? Miyamoto Moshi. I have a hard time pronouncing his name.
Miyumoto Musashi, I think is the.
Musashi.
Yeah.
Musashi. Yeah.
So EQ, emotional intelligence. The other argument against it is there's no valid scientific metric for measuring it. Like you can measure actual IQ. It's one of the most robust sciences in the world, but you can't measure emotional intelligence. So how do we call it a thing? Like, how do you know if you're emotionally intelligent? I reckon the answer would be if you agree with most women, you're emotionally intelligent.
No, you have to gauge that by a person's the way people interact with in different in different environments. You know, is a person like even me, for example? I lost my cool a little bit last night, but you know I reeled it back, and
Yeah.
you know,
Emotional control. Yeah.
yeah. So it's more or less how a person interacts. So like far as a gauge, I can concede to that. There's no gauge far as
Yeah, there's
taking
no
a
metric.
test.
Yeah, there's no metric.
Far as taking a test,
Um,
but that's something you
sorry,
just
word. I have
observe.
to. Sorry, word. Have to land the plane with Starbucks. Yes, Melbourne, bro. Yes, Melbourne, bro. Best coffee in the world. Sorry, the word. I had to. I had to do that. Yes, I think the thing is with EQ, which like most of the things, I'm gonna sound so sexist, right? Most men tend to set up metrics where we can measure things. Women like to create things that don't really have any way to measure it, so they can then spread their chaos and pretend that we're all trying to get along. No, just relax, relax. You can't measure emotional intelligence.
The
So
thing
therefore,
is,
it's not a
there
thing.
are there are tests that they have, but we just don't use them because we that's not part of our system.
Oh, because
Uh,
they're useless.
well, I mean, up until recently, we were only caring about IQ, but I think that it'll probably be useful in
Yeah,
the
we.
future.
But I will say this: is it from the description I gave? Is it beneficial? Is it something that you can tangibly do?
Measure it,
No, actually practice it.
practice it at
I'd
all.
say no.
Well,
No, I'd say no. No.
You can't. So you telling me you can't be aware of how you feel and understand why you feel that way?
you
Yeah,
no,
but I'm
you're saying.
saying
Wait, who
yes, you
said that?
can, but that's not emotional intelligence. That's just being a solid dude. That's just being level-headed.
So
Right.
the different. So I think you're using. Let me pull it up. The definition of intelligence, right? Attached to emotion, compound word. Let me pull it up.
While you're doing that, I'm stoic. I would go to Sydney, but I kind of like not being gay. So
Wow.
thanks for the offer. I'm just playing. I'm just playing with stoic. Sydney is like tits and feathers, smokes and mirrors, and Melbourne's just based.
Hmm.
Sorry to sidetrack on the Australian stuff, bro.
Okay. No, you good. So I want to present this definition real quick. So when we're talking about intelligence, we're talking about the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skill, right?
Yep,
Uh,
perfect.
a person or being with the ability to acquire and apply knowledge. So my question is, when I say being aware, being able to control, and being able to properly express emotions, um, can you apply the teachings that I gave you?
That's a good question. To me, that comes down to a question of: are there times when it's reasonable to ignore your intelligence and go with your feelings? say for example, I'm going to use another extreme. You find out there's a guy who's he's diddling with one of your kids. Now, rationally, you should not put yourself in jail because your kids need you. But emotionally, that guy's forfeited the right to breathe the same air as you and me. Should you go with your intelligence and your reason or with your feelings?
When I was younger, I would say my feelings, but now that I'm older, I would have to go with my intelligence. And
Yeah.
see, now I don't want to put myself out there, but my intellect will put me in a position where I can get what I want. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
I
Yeah,
can do what
gotcha.
I need to do.
You'll do it smart.
But that's emotional intelligence, right? Because
Is
I have
it?
to
Or just intelligence?
That's emotional because I have to regulate my emotions because
Yeah.
when
So
we
again,
think of
that sounds like emotional control. So I think here's the fucking bait and switch the women did with emotional intelligence. They think they've tried to present the idea that emoting, expressing your emotions, is a good thing. And what we're
Here's a
saying, us
question for
gents,
you guys.
yeah, sure.
Can we equate intelligence to strength?
Can we what?
Can we equate intelligence to strength?
It's a form of strength, yeah.
Well, it's the best indicator of life outcomes. It'd be better to be born smart and poor than being born rich and stupid.
So if we have the if we have an intuition, which is part of intelligence, right? Because
Yep.
that's
I
what
gotcha.
women really focus on, right? So if we
Yep.
have the intuition that somebody is, if we're going to use the example, is going to that extreme, it takes the strength of the intelligence that we have in order for us to bring it down to where we can logically act out the way we want to act out, as far as not putting ourselves in harm's way, as far as incarceration or anything to that nature. Is that a safe way to look at it?
You mean the guy's gonna? Sorry, bro. I'm distracted by is the commander in the chat? Aussie don't get it because he keeps referencing women and it has nothing to do with him. What the fuck are you talking about, my man? Or is commander a girl or a boy? I don't know yet. I think it's a chick, right?
I'm sorry, can I just interrupt rudely? Can I just apologise to the word and the two people that were on the panel for getting upset and angry? I apologise.
No, you practice emotional intelligence, bro. You got upset, angry. You took a step back, and you came back
Yeah,
when
good
you
man.
was able to properly regulate and express yourself.
Good man.
See,
Respect,
Ozzy
bro.
is a real
And that's
thing.
why
It's
we
a
know
real
that's
thing.
why we know it can prevail, because we just seen it. We just
It's
seen
a
it on
real
the
thing.
panel.
No, I was doing it, but yeah, thanks a lot. Cheers.
Yeah, respect.
Sometimes you just got to walk away and take a just to calm down for a minute and come back in.
Yeah, commander in the chat says I have a womb. I still don't know if you're a man or a woman in these days, bro. Can men have wombs? No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Commander's a chick. Now I'm writing it down. So I know in the future. Because now I'm supposed to have more respect for commander. I'm supposed to accommodate her feelings when I'm having conversations. Okay,
That's a Christian thing to do.
Really? Is it?
Look, I'm not bringing morals up. I'm not bringing it up.
Fair call. Let's continue. Oh, commander flipped the bird. That's my kind of girl. Good on ya. My wife approves. Yeah.
See that now we done figured out the reason Ozzy don't believe in emotional intelligence, because he don't want to use the shit. He only want to use it when it benefits him. He don't want to use it to deal with women. He only want to do. I bet you use emotional intelligence when it comes to money, don't you?
What do you mean? Go on. That's interesting. Yeah, go on.
Do you make capricious or impulsive decisions when it comes to money?
All the time.
Oh no, you ain't practicing emotional intelligence through the finances neither. Hey man, y'all go over to I gotta fuck with Ozzy. Man, you know what, man? We might as well stay over here. We chilling. We ain't nothing too bad. Ain't nobody getting. So yeah, we're
No,
gonna
we
be on
good.
both channels. We'll stay over here.
Yeah, we good. We good.
And Easy. Yeah, I'm surprised
Oh,
Easy ain't come fucking with whatchamacallit yet.
Oh
yeah, bro.
man.
He was I was on Speaks chat a bit earlier, and he was trying to find somewhere to land. And I told him you were live, and he said, "Yeah, I'll come back there later." He's doing a bit of
Yeah.
a TikTok invasion right now, but he'll be here. He'll be here later.
If he come over here, I'm going right to Petty Vision. So make sure
This is not a debate channel. This is not a debate channel.
I'm gonna have a button ready to go when Ease come through. Hey man, he got some. I like his content over there. Now Ease, that's my boy, man. Shout out to Speak, bro.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Speak. Actually, he's
Yeah,
doing God's
he
work.
cool dude.
He's doing
Yeah,
God's work.
what is it? He slaying the atheist.
Oh yeah, that's his whole thing. He's same as I don't know the word. If you haven't seen Andrew Wilson, go and check him out, bro. He's also a supporter of Speak. Andrew's got 150,000 subscribers, and twice a week he gets 5,000 people in chat, live chat.
I have to go
Trust
check
me.
out Andrew's
Trust me.
content.
Go check him out. Go check
Every
him
time
out. Right.
every time I seen Andrew, it was like real controversial, and I'm like, nah, I'm straight. But I'm gonna have
He's
to
not
check
really
out his content.
Yeah, check him out, bro. Like I was the same when I first saw him. I thought, bro, this dude's fucking hardcore. He's really not. Like I said, if someone can do 150,000 subscribers and 5,000 people in chat twice a week,
Yeah,
bro, that's something. That's engagement. Okay, Nefertiti. It's real weird when a man thinks only women can be emotional intelligence. That's a man that's only thinking about the word emotional. No, Nefertiti. If, for example, on the rare occasion, like once every 2 years, I agree to watch a chick flick with my wife, like The Notebook or the Lake
you watch
House,
Notebook. You watch the
and I
Lake
put
House.
myself through that, and I feel like crying, but I hold those fucking tears in. She ain't going to see me cry on this shit. Does that make me emotionally retarded, or
Of
does that make
course.
me
You should cry,
really?
man. Let it out. Just cry.
No, bro. There are only two reasons why a man should cry, and I've experienced them both.
Uh-huh. When your kid was
And
born,
that's it.
I'm intrigued.
Hey?
I'm intrigued. Go on. What are the two?
when your kid is born, what else?
I didn't cry when my kid was born
Oh, fuck.
because I was there watching it happen. It's like watching my favourite pub burn down. I should have been at the back having cigars with the boys while the women took care of women's business. Oh, here's a hot take. Any young men in the chat, do not be there when your children are born. Trust me. Just trust me. Let the midlives take care of it. Just you stay at the back and smoke a cigar. She'll come out with the baby and go, "You're a father," and you go, "Yay!" Don't go and watch that shit, bro. It does no good. No,
Right,
there are two. Yeah, I'll tell you the two reasons when. Yeah, there's two reasons. It's pretty rough, so I'm going to try and word it in a way that's appropriate. Number one, you can shed a tear at your father's funeral, and you can shed a tear if a sibling self deletes. But apart from that, bro, suck it up.
What about your mother's funeral?
Yeah, I was about to say why the father versus the mom.
Oh, yeah, you say that you could possibly sound sexist. There's a reason for that. You're very, very sexist.
Oh yeah, I'm the biggest misogynist in the world. I hate women, right? Of course I don't. Of course I don't.
Things like that. You blame them for the emotional thing you says. Like all the
I
scientists.
don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm just saying they're responsible for it.
I give up. I'll be back later.
It don't mean I hate women. Don't mean I hate women by pointing out a fact.
You just said you don't blame them. You just hold them responsible. That's what blame
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. No, blame has a connotation. I'm just saying, if you do a thing, you're responsible for the thing you do. That's all. You see, here's the thing, Lionheart. In this modern era, if a man says anything about a woman or all women that is short of a glowing recommendation of everything they do, he's a misogynist.
No, you said blame and responsibility. If you go to court for a crime, they will hold you responsible for that crime. If you go to court and they blame you for a crime, they blame you for a crime. Responsible and blame are the same thing.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to be careful with my words. I did, because blame had connotation. Because sometimes you can be blamed for something you didn't do, but responsibility, that's on you.
I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about right now.
Sorry, man.
We start talking about crimes and
He hates
it's not
women.
divorce.
He hates all women.
His wife already came through and put that to bed.
Even his mother, he wouldn't cry at his mother's funeral, but he would cry at his dad's funeral.
But that's, I mean, you don't know. I mean, you don't know the. I would probably. I don't think I like. I don't know. I'm gonna shed a tear at my dad's funeral, but I know I probably cry more at my mom's funeral. I'm not. I'm just be honest. I'd probably cry more at my mom's funeral than my dad. Like with my dad, it'd be like, you know, I got to man up. With my mom, it'd be like, you get one mama, man. You only get one. You come out of one womb.
You get one dad too.
Yeah. That's fact. You get that's fact. You get one father. I say that. You get one father.
Yeah.
You gotta have a whole bunch of daddies.
To be honest, I think I'm just really like I'm being a bit satirical. I'm just pushing it back. I'm pushing back against the modern narrative that all women are all wonderful, right? And all men are all kind of like assholes. So we have a concept of the deadbeat dad. Is there such a thing as a deadbeat mum? By saying that,
Yeah.
I'm sexist. I'm misogynist, right?
It's
Yes,
definitely not as common. It's not as common, that's for sure. But the one thing you have to take
you
into
sure?
account is, yeah, I'm
Are you
pretty
sure it's
sure.
not?
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Well, here's
there's
how, it depends how you quantify it. If you mean physically, yeah, that's for sure. If you mean emotionally, that's a different question altogether.
Well, there's also that common thing where they go, woman left a man, right? Okay, man left a woman, he's an asshole. Woman left a man, must have been because he was an asshole.
Yeah.
Here's a question for the panel: can women be assholes?
Definitely.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. And now, am I a misogynist and a sexist for saying that?
No, and see, you know where I get strafe. I get strafe when women, you know, come out as victims and all I ask is for proof. And it's like, I don't believe you should believe all women when they say anything. I don't.
Yeah,
I just don't, bro. I just don't. It's
yeah,
been
yeah.
proven too many times where women lied on men and put men in fucked up situations. I mean, so I
Well,
like when people say, "Oh, I'm a victim." Okay, I mean, if you're a victim, you should have proof. I mean, I think that's fair because if I say I'm a victim of something, I'm gonna be asked for proof.
yeah,
So,
bro.
I mean,
Just gonna. Sorry, bro. I can't help it. I just kind of become the co-host when I do this kind of shit. Stoic in the chat. I grew up in a single mother household. It fucked me up growing up. Thanks for sharing, Stoic. So, the word, what you were saying there. There's a chick, another panel or another karate you might like called Pearl Davis, right? And she points out the same thing. So here's a question: if a woman falsely accuses a man of you know what, and it's found out she lied, should she get the same sentence that he would have got if he was found guilty?
I think that would deter people from lying more. I think it would deter more people from lying. I mean, if
But is it yes
if
or no?
there's a
Is it yes or
consequence
no?
behind it, hell yeah.
Yeah, but think. Yeah, I'm gonna dig deeper because I have a hard time with this too, right? So
he
a
just
chick
asked the
accused.
panel, and then you've not given a chance to respond.
Will you shut up, bro?
You just asked the panel. You said
Shut up! Shut up! We're talking. Shut up! Pay attention. Okay, read the room, bro. Read the room. Read the room.
Why the room at the
Okay,
moment?
cut.
That's the problem, you never
Oh damn! Read the fucking room. Okay, just be quiet for a second. So, if a woman accuses a man of, SA, he could face, let's say, 15 years in jail. If it's found out she's lying, should she get 15 years?
Hell yeah.
No, you just repeated the same question that you asked before. No, because
he delineated it.
lying about something is different from the other one. Do you know what I mean? It's a different crime. They shouldn't let both have
Yeah, bro, keep talking and you'll sound more stupid than you do now.
It's a different crime. Should you have the same things for different crimes? Same sentence for different crimes? Lying about a crime is different from the crime. I don't want to say the grape, grape. That's the two different crimes. Of course, it shouldn't be the same. It's ridiculous.
I don't think it's ridiculous. I think because if he does get found guilty, he has to do 15 years. So her lying should, I think that weighs the same amount. That's the same amount weight because you're taking something from someone.
Yeah, put it this way. So Walter, let's say, for example, you went out one night, you had a few drinks, went home with the girl, nothing happened, and then in the morning, no, Walter, pay attention, bro. Right, in the morning, the next day in the afternoon, you're at home, the cops turn up and they say you've been accused of SA. You go to court. Hang on.
Question 3 different ways.
Hang on. You go through a trial. It takes a year to get there. You pay $15,000 to a lawyer. You lose. You're convicted, but you appeal. So you go another year, and then thankfully, the jury finds you innocent. Can you imagine being there, hearing that verdict? You're facing 15 years in jail, and then some new video turns up, and it turns out she was lying. Should she do 15 years? Should she do 15 years?
No.
Well, in America,
perjury would have a different sentence to rape.
It's not perjury. In America, in certain jurisdictions, you can go to jail for life, but you have to prove that they did it maliciously. That's pretty tough to do, a lot of the time. But if you do that, they can actually go away for life in some jurisdictions in America.
That's brutal. So, Walter, if you're facing 15 years because of her false accusations, and it's proven she lied, what should she face? What's the appropriate penalty for her?
It would depend what the penalty was for perjury.
No, just answer the fucking question, bro. Come on.
The word, can I get 1 minute to answer before you interrupt me again, please?
It's beyond perjury, though. Before you answer, it's beyond perjury. It's perverting the system. It's a totally different thing than
it's perjury. Also libel. It's also defamation. It's also it's a whole bunch of things.
Let Wildheart rock out, and then I want to say something after he rock out. But go ahead. I want to hear what you're saying, and I'm gonna tell you something.
So imagine a woman lies about someone raping her, and someone lies about someone, I don't know what to say, ending someone. Do you know what I mean? The crime will be the same, lying about a crime, but you get the same. One will be put away for the sentence of murder, and one will be put away for the sentence of rape. It's difficult. So the same crime, and they get 2 different sentences. How is that fair? The person that lied about both crimes, the two people that lied about different crimes wouldn't get the same sentence for the same crime. They will get the sentence that they lied about, the crime that they lied about. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Thank you, Lord. I appreciate it.
Okay, so Lionheart, Wildheart, do you think that the sentencing is they have like ranks, like levels of sentencing based on the severity of the outcome? So if you punch someone in the face, you know, you might get a month in jail. If you cut someone's arm off, right, or stab them, you might get like 6 months. If you delete someone, you might get like 25 years. There's levels to the crime or the sentencing based on the outcomes. If she accuses you of a thing that will put you in jail for 25 years, that's a pretty severe outcome. Shouldn't she pay the price for doing that?
No, because he's committed a different crime. She's not committed the crime. She's not committed the rape or the other one. She's committed the crime of, changing the cause of justice or whatever it's called, or perjury, whatever it's called. She's not committed the crime. So she shouldn't get sentenced for the crime that she's lied about. She should get sentenced for lying about the crime, which is the crime that she's committed.
So yesterday we were talking about Black Wall Street, right? I know, many people probably ain't familiar with it, but what happened in Black Wall Street was a little white girl said this black dude whistled at her, and white people came in and burnt the whole goddamn city down. And right before she died, she admitted that she lied. Nothing happened to her, but do you understand the impact of how her actions could influence?
Oh, I get it, bro.
So
I think the best thing.
What these brothers, what we're trying to convey to you is the severity, the intent, the malicious intent to lie on someone knowing they're going to get this punishment because they lie. We're saying that should be the equivalent, and why it should be because it would deter people from lying. It's just simple. So when you say it doesn't logically make sense, I think it makes more sense. Mm-hmm. Because if someone knows I'm gonna lie on this dude, and if I get away with the lie, he gonna get 15 years. But if I don't, then I'm gonna get 15 years. That'll make a person think more than, okay, I get a slap on the wrist.
I agree. So if you want a really, really good example, Wildheart and the word, look up the Duke University. It's American. Look up the Duke University lacrosse team. Okay.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know about that.
You know it? Yeah, bro. And those boys have never recovered.
Bro,
they've never recovered from that.
And to be honest, bro, it's 1,000 stories. I know 2 people that didn't even make national news who that happened to, and they had potential to go to the league. One dude had a scholarship to Howard, and he lost the scholarship because some girl lied. He wasn't even in a room when it happened. She had a train ran on her. She was a freak. Everybody knew it. She came home late, lied, and pointed at him. You know why? Because he was the lame. He was the one. If you'd have said that to anybody else, it would have been consequences behind it. If they didn't touch you, the people would have. He didn't have that. So it was easy to say, oh, instead of telling her mom, like, look, I'm a little nasty freak and I let boys do this all the time, she lied and said this dude got her. He lost the scholarship. He ended up getting on drugs, but he good now. He became a pastor and cleaned himself up. But that fucked him up, bro. That shit fucked him up.
The point is,
and also if you want to go further, Jesus. Sorry, I shouldn't have said Jesus. Check out how many female teachers are doing inappropriate things with 14-year-old boys. It's unbelievable. It's like a fucking epidemic. Like I'm wondering what the hell is going on. Every week there's another one.
What has that got to do with lying about a crime? You just totally change the topic for no reason.
Shut up, bro.
Men.
You aren't helping, bro. You aren't helping. I don't know who you're talking to. Like, it's like you're in some other fucking panel.
You have to respond after everyone else.
He's the co-host, man. He's the co-host.
You just keep, yes, I'm the co-host of the world, bro, so get used to it.
He's a host at the moment because he's
I
speaking
told
of
you that's my interpreter.
and he's
Wild
self-imposed because he never.
Wild Heart, yes, I'm self-imposed, so what?
Yeah, so stop it. Rude.
Well, you keep dropping in with these weird comments that aren't even fucking relevant, bro. It's literally like you're on some other panel and you think you're speaking to us.
No, I'm talking to you, specifically Ozzy. Stop talking so much. You don't have to
You
speak.
stop talking so much.
Talking. I can't get a fucking word in edgewise with you on.
I can't get a word in, bro. Every time you open your fucking mouth. Wild Heart, it's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. We're having a bit of fun.
Peanut butter petty time.
I know, right?
You gotta get that drop. Peanut butter petty time.
You've got to keep, even the ancient Greeks knew, we have to have fun. They had their Greek tragedies with their terrible stories, but there was a little bit of comedy. There's always a little bit of fun in there, bro. Just relax, chill. It's all good face, bro.
No comedy in you talking over everyone all the fucking time. That's not comedy.
I'm pretty sure you aren't being funny right now. Say something funny, bro. Make a joke. Knock, knock. Something. Come on, bro.
Knock, who's there? An amazingly fucking arrogant, ignorant, well, I was a fucking twat. Is that funny? I thought it was. Actually, it was just really, it wasn't funny. It was true.
That wasn't funny, bro. Come on. You can do better. You can do better.
Just stop talking. You don't have to talk after everyone else finishes a fucking sentence.
I'm pretty sure that's you.
And you changed the subject. He was asking about lying about a crime, and you changed it to teachers having sex with 14-year-olds. You're mental.
Let me ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about integrity? How do you
number one, 100%. Integrity is integrity is number two after honesty.
What was the full question though?
How do you determine, or how do you define someone's integrity?
You look at what they say and what they do, and if they're the same thing, that's integrity.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's been pretty easy to tell who has integrity because people lie. Most people lie, and the second they do it, you believe that that's who they are because that's what they're gonna do, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I would just say like a synonym for honesty. Like if you're honest, then you got integrity. I would say.
Correct. Yeah, correct, Waldhart. I learned about integrity when I was raising my daughter. When she was around 15 and the boys are sniffing around and they were fucking with her head. And she asked me about what's going on. And I said, daughter, I won't say her name. I said, daughter, watch what he does because words are cheap. He'll say things, but what he does is who he is. Just watch that.
Yeah, that's true as well, yeah. It's like action rather than, yeah, that's good.
And Wildheart got a question in the chat, and then I want to ask something else about stoic, speak easy, rubbed off. What? Okay, I shouldn't have read that. I don't know what that means. Wildheart, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think you have a soul?
No, I don't think souls exist.
No.
There's never been any evidence for a soul. So I don't think they exist because there's no evidence that they do.
So Neff, he don't have a soul.
Yeah. I don't think anyone.
He met Shang Tsung at a very young age. Your soul is mine. But okay, so
Can anyone demonstrate there's a soul? I'm not being
you know how I demonstrate my soul? It's my internal guidance system. All right. My soul is where my empathy comes from.
No.
My soul is see, bro, you don't like I'm not answering nothing else from Wild. But that's what my soul is.
I mean, if I say something wrong, I expect people to correct me.
But how is that wrong? Where does empathy come from?
We know where empathy comes from in the brain. We know which part it comes from in the brain. I don't know, but science know that it comes from a part of the brain, empathy.
Okay, so what part of the brain does consciousness come from?
The whole brain is an emergent property of the whole brain. Consciousness. Yeah.
So if I tell you our soul, so when you say soul, you don't think um, it can be part of the brain, like consciousness? It just can't be measured or seen. Can you
But
measure the consciousness?
if it can't be measured or seen, then yeah, we shouldn't believe it exists.
So you can measure the consciousness.
Yeah, we know we
How,
have consciousness because we're
but
conscious.
We
how do
know
you
we have
measure the
consciousness. Yeah, we know we have consciousness, but we can't measure it. So
you can't
how is
measure
it? Yeah, how since we can't quantify consciousness, we don't actually know how it works. How can you say that you believe in consciousness but you don't believe in a soul?
Because we don't need the soul. Every part of the everything that people claim is due to the soul can be mapped to the brain. So we don't need the soul, and there's no evidence for it. We know we have consciousness because we're conscious. We
it?
don't know we have a soul. People claim we do, but
So you say
Well,
you can measure, you
here's
can't measure.
the hard question. It's known as the hard question in philosophy. What is consciousness?
yeah, it
Yep,
is.
right.
It's not been solved. Yeah, we don't
Do
know
you
exactly,
Well,
but we know we
no, I'm
have it.
serious. Like maybe
We,
we can do it right now. Maybe we could solve. Maybe us some five retards on the internet
yes,
could solve the hard problem in philosophy. What is consciousness?
we don't know, but we know that it exists because we're conscious. So we know for certain that consciousness exists.
Yeah, we also don't know about God, but we know He exists.
No, you claim that it exists.
Bro,
You
you just made my argument for me.
claim, you said we know that he exists. I don't know that he exists. When you say we, who do you mean? People who believe in God. So they believe that God exists. They don't know that God exists, and they can't demonstrate that God exists. That's a problem.
So I forgot what I was about to say to Wild Heart. Um, yeah,
Andrew has
I
some
think you
questions.
I think you were going to define consciousness.
oh, psychology. You know what is psychology? You know what psychology is, Wild Heart?
Yeah, like the study of like human behavior.
Okay, do you know where that word originated from? You know the root
Psych,
word is like
yeah, psyche. Ology is obviously like biology and all that, like the study of. I would
if you
imagine.
look up if you look up the etymology of psychology, it literally means study of the soul
Yeah,
because they understood the way our behavior dictates from how we are emotionally responding to things.
yeah, but it doesn't matter the etymology of the word. They could have believed there was a soul and they named it after that, and they could have been wrong.
They just
So
It's a good
redefined it to say consciousness. That's all they did.
it's a good
If you
point though.
look at all, if
There
you
was
look
a
at all
time.
the, if you look at all the ancient teachings, they told
Yeah.
you the difference between the soul and the spirit. Like the Cometics, they tell you about the Ka and the Ba. Even when you go into Christianity, God blew breath into the living being. I mean, to Adam and create a living soul. When they bit the apple, that's when they became whole with
But
knowledge. That was the spirit.
but
This
that's
is the scriptures in the Bible.
and I don't believe it was reliable or accurate.
So
There
It's
I
was
just
a
have a
time when
question. I have a
there was
question
a
for Wildheart.
sorry, Brian.
Wildheart,
Sorry, bro. Hang on.
Wildheart.
Yeah.
Do you think Wildheart? Do you think that the vast majority of scientists believe in God?
I'm not. I'm not sure.
There's a correct answer. There's a correct answer on
I'm
this
not
one.
saying I don't know it. I don't know the correct answer. I'm not sure. I don't know.
It's yes.
Right, that's fine. Yeah.
science
But
ain't nothing but to describe and explain God's creation. That's all. That's why they supposed to work together, bro.
the
Well,
scientists.
the real question, Wildheart, would be why would the most rational, intelligent, like scientific people, why would the vast majority of all these, the smartest logical brains in the mind in the world, why would they believe in God? Are they stupid?
No,
Are they half
because
stupid and half intelligent?
I know your question. You don't have to repeat it 3 times. No, it's because they compartmentalize something. Someone could be a biologist, which has nothing to do with God, do their job well as a scientist, be really intelligent, and then compartmentalize the bit about religion, which is what most religious people do.
Fair call. So if you want to see a really good example of someone doing that, look up Richard Dawkins, who's the most eminent biological evolutionist on the planet, but he isn't. But he's not he isn't a philosopher's asshole, and he tries to do philosophy. Well, here's a question: is philosophy worthwhile? There you go. Is philosophy like a real thing? Is it worth following?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing now.
Why?
Because it gets you answers to things. There's scientific philosophy, and it's worthwhile. Yeah.
Philosophy is reliable and gets you answers. Answers to what?
Whatever you ask questions about, sometimes it gets answers, sometimes it doesn't. You can ask a philosophical question about anything. It's not.
Well, hang on. Nefertiti, Wild Heart. So, how do you think you got here as a human being? Or with you, I should say, how do you think humans came to be? Okay. Nefertiti asking Walter, how did humans come to be?
Evolution. We evolved from we didn't evolve from monkeys, modern monkeys. We share a common ancestor with monkeys.
Okay, if you came here by evolution, why should I respect your opinion?
Because evolution is true. I don't know.
Well, evolution.
It's demonstrated. Evolution can be demonstrated. It's a change in allele for
Darwin's evolution. What evolution is it? What have we seen evolve?
Yeah, we've seen lots of things evolve.
Like what?
Fruit flies. There are lots of things. Plus, we have evidence. The fossil record, the DNA record, is evidence. You don't have to watch something evolve because it takes millions of years. You can't possibly watch it evolve, but we have evidence for it in the fossil record and the DNA record. The DNA. Yeah.
Tell me the evolution of something. Give me something that evolved.
So your microphone's gone a bit.
My bad. Yeah, I switched mics. No, I was saying, give me something that evolved. You said we got records and stuff, so give me an example.
Everything evolved.
You said a fruit fly. What did a fruit fly evolve from?
Evolution is defined as a change in allele frequencies over time. We know that happens. That definitely happens. Evolution exists. That is definitely.
What's the difference? What's the difference between evolution and adaptation?
I mean, whales have, they still have the lifelike inside from when they were land animals and they moved back into. There's lots and lots of evidence of evolution. They used to be I can't remember, like hippos or something like that. And they went into the sea and they evolved.
So eventually, because of evolution, if we keep going our current rate with the sun rays, with the exposure of sun rays on the planet, everyone should be black eventually.
No.
Why not?
Because we live on different parts of the planet. Like it was.
So there should be So there should be no evidence of white people by the equator.
Yeah, that's why different countries have different skin colours. Yeah. It'd be weird for an Eskimo who lives in wherever to be black. Because they don't get as much sun, so they don't need to be black.
No, but that's when you tan, when the sun hits you, that's what the rays do. They either burn you or absorb.
But they don't
absorb and increase the melanin.
Melanin. But if you're living in the Antarctic, you don't need as much melanin.
That's why I use the equator. Yeah. I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
But my bad. Go ahead.
No, white people evolved because they moved to different parts of the world and in some parts you don't get as much sun, so you don't need the melanin.
It's another reason I don't believe in evolution because if such thing is evolution, you just said it takes millions of years. So how did white people evolve? You had to say white people been here. What is the?
It doesn't take millions of years. Like you can have changes in like one generation. Like each change doesn't take millions of years. It's just evolution. It depends which species you're going from and to. Do you know what I mean? But like humans, like changing skin color, wouldn't take millions of years because it's the same species, and you know it'd be shorter because it's
Yeah,
it's not like,
I think skin color is no different. I think skin color is no different from hair color or eye color. Who fucking cares, bro?
oh yeah, but I mean there is a reason for it. That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving the reason.
No, fair enough.
You shouldn't care.
No, I gotcha. No, I gotcha. If you live in northern Alaska, you'll probably evolve white skin because it makes you a bit more invisible in the snow to the polar bears. If you live in Central Africa, you probably need more melanin because you're out in the sun all fucking day. That's fair enough. That's basic facts. No problem with that.
And that is evolution. So you agree with evolution then?
I do. Yeah.
I think that's more of adaptation. You adapt into the environment.
Yeah.
How is that evolution?
That's what evolution.
Yeah, evolution is that's like something evolving into something else versus the same thing just adapting to the environment.
Yeah.
So when they explain evolution, that's more of adaptation than
right.
It's not really. It's not really adaptation. It just means that everything that didn't work died.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Everything that didn't work died, and the things that did work, they survived. It's brutal. It's really brutal. 99.9% of species on the Earth went extinct through evolution.
Not through evolution. They didn't go extinct through evolution.
Through evolution, yeah.
They didn't go extinct through evolution. It's the ones that evolved wells to fit their environment, they survived. But the ones that died didn't die due to evolution. They just died, and they, weren't as well as that.
You're kind of agreeing with me. You're kind of agreeing with me, right?
As well as that.
Are we saying that evolution? Are we saying that evolution created extinction? Is that what we're saying here?
No.
I'm saying that the claim that evolution by natural selection is survival of the fittest, right? The fittest doesn't mean the strongest. It means the most fit for purpose.
The ones that fit most well into their environment.
Correct.
So
oh my God, why am I agreeing with you, bro? What's going on here?
but the ones that don't, it doesn't mean that evolution killed them. They just died because they didn't adapt very well to their environment. That's not evolution killing them.
Yes. I sound like I'm anthropomorphizing evolution. Fair call. Yes. Again, I agree with Lionheart, or Wildheart. I can't believe this. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, wake up.
This is the best 5 minutes ever. Then let's go.
So evolution refers to the broader process of change in the population's genetic makeup over time, while adaptation is a specific trait or characteristic that allows an organism to better survive in the environment. So
it got to be an adjustment.
What he was describing, that's what I'm saying. Like the broader process, I haven't seen that yet. I don't see evidence of it.
I mean,
well, you can't say it because it takes like 400 million years for it to happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of it in the DNA evidence. Like, we're like 98% closely related to chimpanzees. And the further you go back, the further we are apart from other animals, it goes less and less and less and less. But in a way that we can make sense of it.
We got genetic makeup of bananas, bro. We share genetic traits of bananas too, bro. So,
Every
That's
I
living
true.
mean,
Like
Wait, what?
99%. Yeah, we
yeah,
do. We do.
man. The
Like
bananas.
99%. We share DNA with the banana.
every
Bro,
living
this is the
action.
concept of one divineness, bro. That's the concept of it. Why you think? Like we have THC metabolism. They tell us weed is bad for us, but we have metabolites in our body to break it down and carry it through various. Our body is conditioned and made to consume THC. So how is it bad for us?
Sorry, your mic's gone again. I can't understand what you're
Oh,
saying. Do it, so.
my bad. Yeah, I stepped outside. My bad. Go ahead, y'all rock out. I'll be back in a minute.
Just going to say, the word and fellas on panel, I finally agree with Wild Heart on something. So this would be a great time for me to leave on a good note. It's been
Yeah,
a great chat.
I think you sleepy, bro. I think you sleepy. I think the wife hit you over the head with a frying pan or something. I don't know what happened or what occurred in this moment of agreement, but yeah, definitely sleep on that one.
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
yeah, we
Thank
clipping
you,
this. We
brother. It's
clipping
been a
this.
great.
We clipping this.
It's been a.
We clipping
It's been a
this.
great panel. It's been a great panel. The word. Thank you, brother. You're a great host. And chat. You're mental. Okay. Chat's been going off. And Wild Heart. Wild Heart. I can't believe I agreed on something at last. And everybody else on panel. Thanks for having me up. I'll talk to you next time. Take care, brothers.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
Oh,
You too.
bro.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
That was incredible. Wow, hard you rubbing off on people. This is oh. Is
No,
this
he's just
evolution right
sleepy.
here?
That's evolution. The whole
That's the
genetic
evolution.
makeup of thought changed. The whole genetic makeup of his thought process changed. He evolved. He evolved into a wild heart.
Oh, oh Lord. Woo. Got to be more careful.
Heart is
Chat,
wild.
where you at? His heart is wild, right?
Oh man.
Yo, so foul.
Yeah. I'm gonna end it over on Petty Vision. We will rock out. So if y'all over there, come back over here.
Come back, chat,
How did
chat,
that?
come on back. I was
I don't want to
commanding. Chat,
remove
chat,
you.
come on back.
Oh yeah.